The Scarlets were all fired up to prove the doubters wrong, and they jumped out to an early 7-0 lead. But now, Tony Gonzalez's squad was facing a 3rd and 23, but there's no such thing as 3rd and long for Uriel Parrish as he busts up the middle, takes it outside, makes one guy miss, and he is gone for 39 yards. It's dragged down with a face mask. That made it 1st and goal, and then Parrish takes it himself. He takes the handoff, breaks a tackle, and then leaps into the end zone to make it 14-0 Scarlets. His 2nd touchdown of the day, but as scary as that was, Parrish wasn't done. On the Rutherford 24, he gets to the outside, breaks a tackle, cuts back again, and he has nothing but open field, and you are not going to catch Uriel Parrish from behind. 76 yards for the score. Parrish in the first half, 217 yards on 15 carries with 3 touchdowns. Not a bad opening act.
Bottom line, I go back to the fundamental basics. Give your athletes the ball, get somebody in everybody's way, and let him do his magic.
Parrish had more tricks up his sleeve in the second half by recovering this Scarlet fumble and taking it in for his 4th touchdown of the game.
It's great to get off a good start because then we have momentum, and we keep doing that. We're underclassmen. Everybody thinks we're not going to win any games, but we just got to come out and show them that, we're better than what everybody thinks.
Now, while Parrish was the star of the game, the Scarlets' defense was just as stellar. They recorded a key safety early in the first quarter and kept the Bulldogs off the scoreboard, pitching a 29-0 shutout. And if this was a statement game for Ridgefield Park, the number 4 Jay McQuillan delivered the statement.
I come out to play every game, so is the rest of my teammates, and we just did what we had to do to win. We won.
Our theme from the beginning of the year was back to basics, and we felt we had to go back to pursuing, playing tough football, playing aggressive football. And that's been our motto since day one of camp, and I think tonight they came out and they showed that they can play that way.
I will prove all the reporters that said that we weren't going to make 500 wrong. I promise that.
The Scarlets were jacked for their home opener against the Golden Hawks, and they were threatening on their opening drive until Alex Quintanilla tried to make something out of nothing on this botched play and lost the ball when he got popped by Jeff Seidler. The Golden Hawks recovered and took advantage. They run the misdirection, and Don Finelli has a huge hole and takes it all the way deep into Scarlet territory. That set up this 1-yard touchdown plunge by Joe Sidieris. Golden Hawks up 6-0, and that'll drive any coach to drink. The score remained 6-0 until early in the 4th quarter when Quintanilla hit Edwin Marchena on the screen. Marchena gets by Mike Schweiger, and then he has nothing but green grass ahead of him. 82 yards later, the Scarlets were on the board, and the game was tied at 6.
Well, the coach called it for me. I guess he had the confidence I could do it. Once I got the ball, Grotto blocked for me on the cornerback, and I just saw all open field, so I just knew I had to take it to the house.
It looked like we were heading for overtime when Ridgefield Park was forced to punt late in the 4th, but a questionable roughing the punter call gave the Scarlets new life. Ridgefield Park tried to take advantage when Quintanilla hits Jason McQuilla in the flat. He turns the corner and gets in the end zone for the score. But hold the celebration, folks, as this time the refs get the Scarlets for holding. Ridgefield Park now facing a 3rd and 28, and desperate times call for desperate measures. They pitch it to Uriel Parrish, and it looks like Brandon Cohen has him wrapped up, but somehow Parrish gets a pass off and finds a wide open Matt Reap, and Reap takes it deep inside Riverdale territory for a 37-yard gain.
Yeah, I got a little nervous because they did a little blitz. Then I had to just step back, and then I saw my man over. I saw 2 of them at one zone, so I just threw it. One of them had to get it.
It's sitting there, everything goes to your mind. If I drop this ball, I'm letting everybody down. But I work hard. Coach Slauson, Coach G, they work the receivers hard.
And then on the next play, Uriel Parrish finally gets a chance to strut. He turns the corner, and he takes it 15 yards for the go-ahead touchdown. He also scored the 2-point conversion, and he finished with 116 yards. Riverdale had one last chance, but Edwin Marchena is going to pick off the prayer, and Ridgefield Park guts out a tough 14-6 victory over Riverdale.
It's just the beginning to to a dynasty. Ridgefield Park never had a losing season, we never will.
I'm just happy as hell that the kids stuck in there and learned how to win when they were losing. That's critical. Teams get down early. Hey, they scored first. It was 6-0 at halftime, you know. And I feel tonight we got the most out of our kids.
In 2 games. Rodriguez will have his hands full against the Scarlets defense, led by senior Jason McQuilla. Ridgefield Park has allowed only 6 points in 2 games. Scarlet coach Tony Gonzalez makes no bones about it. He is going to give the ball to Uriel Parrish. First half, no score. Parrish puts the Scarlets on the board as he finds the hole and then the end zone for a 5-yard touchdown run. 6-0 Ridgefield Park. Third quarter, Parrish starts to take over. He gets the pitch, gets to the outside, and then he does his Barry Sanders imitation with the spin move, breaks another tackle, and then he has nothing but daylight. 35 yards later, 14-0 Scarlets. Still in the third, Scarlets backed up on their own 10. It really doesn't matter. Parrish stutter steps through the hole, and then there is nobody else on your screen, and there will be nobody else on your screen as he's going to take it 90 yards for his 3rd touchdown of the night. PAT no good, 20-0 Scarlets. Fourth quarter, Uriel Parrish still not done. He caps off his night with the 3-yard touchdown run as he cuts back and scores. Just another day at the office for Parrish, 214 yards on 21 carries and 4 touchdowns. Oh, by the way, the Scarlets pitched their 2nd shutout of the season as guess who, Uriel Parrish, had 2 interceptions. Ridgefield Park defeats Fort Lee 26-0. In 3 games so far, the Scarlets have only allowed 6 points. Early on, Tenafly leading 3-0. Ridgefield Park with the ball, and they give it to Edwin Marchena, who gets outside, cuts back past one tackler, and then takes it the distance. 40 yards for the score, 7-3 Scarlets. Then the Ridgefield Park defense takes over as Mike Capote shoots into the backfield and makes the tackle for a loss. And then the Tigers try to pass, but Josh Lewis drills David McIsaac, who coughs up the ball, and Capote makes the recovery. Scarlets try to take advantage. Alex Quintanilla on the QB keeper busts loose and then has plenty of room to run as he gets inside the Tiger 20. After a few penalties pushed him back, Ridgefield Park looking for more. But then Uriel Parrish can't hang on to the handoff. Tenafly recovers, and Parrish would spend the rest of the day redeeming himself because when Ridgefield Park got the ball back, he got the ball back, he cuts back left, and then pulls off an absolutely ridiculous spin move right there. That gets him in the clear, and he is gone. 86 yards. That made it 13-8 Scarlets. What kind of day was it for the Scarlets? Check this out. On the extra point, they get the bad snap, but all Ulysses and Carcinone does is pick it up and score. 15-3 Scarlets. Tigers trying to get back into it, but McIsaac back to pass, gets picked off by Will Claros, and the Scarlets are in business once again.
McIsaac's pass intercepted by Claros.
And that means Uriel Parrish. No spin moves needed on this run as he hits the hole running and takes it 30 yards for the score, 22-3 Ridgefield Park. Scarlets get the ball back, and look at Parrish's balance as he gets outside. Looks to be down, but he stays on his feet, cuts back, and takes it inside the Tigers' 10. That set up Parrish's 3rd touchdown of the day, a 5-yard run. He finished with 173 yards on 9 carries as the Scarlets explode for 22 points in the 2nd quarter. Tenafly scored a touchdown in the 2nd half, but on the ensuing kickoff, Jason McQuilla picks up the squib kick, and then the man who is usually the lead blocker gets a convoy of his own, and he's going to take it 55 yards for the touchdown. Ridgefield Park wins in a romp over Tenafly, 37-17.
In the 3rd quarter, after Westwood pushed their lead to 26-0, Ridgefield Park would catch a break. on this punt. Billy Moore fumbles the ball, and the Scarlets recover on the Cardinal 18-yard line. 3 plays later, QB Alex Quintanilla found a wide-open Matt Reed for the touchdown. The extra point was good, and Ridgefield Park was on the board.
Ridgefield Park battled Cliffside Park in the latest chapter of a fierce rivalry. On their second possession, the Scarlets showed their offense is more than just Urell Parish. Alex Quintanilla connects with Jason McQuilla on an 83-yard touchdown. Ridgefield Park takes a 6-0 lead.
I knew the corner was biting on the run for Urell because everybody's always keen on Urell. So I knew if I stepped in and took off on the outside, he wasn't going to stay with me, and he didn't. The quarterback threw it right where it had to be, and I took it to the house.
Now to the second quarter, and time for Urell Parish to take over. Parish said he wanted to have a big game because it's his birthday. Here he moves down to the 16-yard line. So on the next play, why not finish what you start? Parish gets into the end zone as Ridgefield Park goes up 12-0. Later in the second quarter, the Scarlets are once again on the move. The screen, McQuilla, what do you think, a few yards? No. Down the sideline goes McQuilla, one man to beat, but Steve Sherwood is able to knock him out of bounds at the 13-yard line. So that sets up a touchdown for Parish. Number 2 on the day. Ridgefield Park takes a 19-0 lead into halftime. The Urell Parish show would continue in the third quarter. Here going for touchdown number 3, Parish is taken down at the 5-yard line. 3 plays later, the trifecta, you betcha. The birthday boy gets his 3rd touchdown of the game as the Scarlets go up 25-0. It was a tough day for Cliffside Park head coach John Brunelli and his coaching staff. Later in the third, it got worse for the Red Raiders. Sherwood is intercepted by McQuilla. He had 2 interceptions on the day. McQuilla takes the return deep into Cliffside Park territory, and once again the Scarlets are in business. Yes, they would score again, and it's no surprise who carried the ball into the end zone. Parish, with touchdown number 4 of the game, his 16th touchdown of the season. The Scarlets go on to win 32-7.
It's all about who wants to win. Just came out, that's what we had to do. We knew what we had to do. We know that their playoff is on the line or whatever, so we just had to come out and take them out, even though they played a good game because, you know, they get emotional, so you know they want to win. So we just had to come out wanting more than they do.
For this on your birthday, could you ask for anything more to score 4 touchdowns?
Nah, I'm all right. It's a good birthday present.
I respect our kids for coming back and bouncing back the way they did this week. They got on their blocks, they got off the ball, and it was a great job. Team effort also.
I thought we came out playing pretty well against Urell early, but I thought the big play at the pass and then the screen pass again to the kid for McQuillis, I just think hurt us tremendously. And then, you know, things got rolling from there.
After last week's loss to Westwood, Ridgefield Park needed an opponent to take out their frustrations against. Well, on Saturday, Cliffside Park was the unfortunate victim. Urell Parish continues to show why he is one of the best running backs in New Jersey. 4 touchdowns. You couldn't stop him today. Not too many people have been able to stop him all season long. At Cliffside Park High School, Jeff Hansel, Sports Time.
The Huskies were hoping to lower the boom on Urell Parish, but when everyone, including the cameraman, pays so much attention to Urell, others are wide open as Alex Quintanilla finds Jason McQuilla all by himself for a 50-yard touchdown pass. 7-0 Scarlets. 2 weeks in a row, McQuilla has been able to get behind the defense. But on the ensuing kickoff, Dumont's Eric Schneider catches it at his own 18, and he doesn't get touched again until his teammates mob him in the end zone. 82 yards on the return, and we were all tied at 7. Second quarter, Huskies looking for the lead, but A.J. Thornton gets popped by Edwin Marchena and Ofari Karim. The ball comes loose, and Urell Parish recovers it. Scarlet's offense goes to work. Quintanilla drops back and goes deep down the sideline, and there's Marchena, who catches it but can't stay in bounds, goes out at the 3. Next play, the Scarlets go to the bread and butter as Parish gives them the lead with the tough touchdown run. PAT no good, 13-7 Ridgefield Park. Scarlets get the ball back, looking for more. Quintanilla back to pass, but he gets picked off by Kyle Lizette.